Hey, welcome back to lesson 38. Today we'll be creating our own info banner. Let's get started. Alright, if you're going to have your own business at some time, you're going to want to have some form of info banner. Use it for little educational pieces and that. So by the time we're finished with this, you'll be able to make your own info graph for yourself, for your customers. Okay, welcome back. We've gone ahead and set up a brand new scene here. I've got a new website called beesworld.org, and I'm going to do cartoon animation for when I do some YouTube videos and that about bee documentaries. I want to have sometimes infographics and that, and so I'd like to create something using Cartoon Animator. So I've got a background scene placed on here, and I went to Krita and I drew a little bee and put some lines on him. Okay, here we go. Let's open up the prop editor. Ooh, it's a long ways up there. Okay, motion pilot, I mean. And let's put him off to the side a little bit. And we're going to take a look here on the preview first. And so the preview is really poor here with the screen recorder resources that are being used. So I'm just going to talk you through this because I realize that you're just seeing a glitzy bee and not a bee flying smoothly. So bear with me here. I do a couple attempts with the preview, and then I go ahead and I put it on record and I move my mouse where I want it, and then I go ahead and hit the space key again to end the recording, and there's the path I got. Okay, and so just like that, we're able to do a little scene here. Could have an actual actor come in as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bring John in next and put him into position here. And I'm just going to find the animations, the idle breath, and double click on it a couple times and put a couple idle breaths in, and then opened up the face puppet and just had him do a quick glance at the bee. And now I have enough of a recording here that I can go ahead and make a little mini movie. Okay. So the speed of it is way too fast, so we'll go in and click on the camera setting and going to open up that transform track, and you can see where the two markers are really close together, and just move it further out in the timeline, and that's slowing the pan of that camera down. So that's a pretty easy fix. And we'll go ahead and export it out again, take a quick look. Okay, yeah. pace I was looking for. I only did the breathing movement for a short while, so his breathing does stop there at the end. I think that might just be okay. So I think at this point I just want to make one more change here then, and that would be the intensity of that breathing movement. It's called the FFD, and so we're going to open up the FFD intensity and just turn it down to about 0.25, somewhere around there, and close it. And then you can see the difference here. Okay, so the playback's really shaky because of the screen recorder. It's really smooth on my end. But we'll render it out so you can take a look at it here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, his breathing looks more natural. Other than I have him stop breathing, I could add that back in. Okay, so let's close out of Cartoon Animator and take this to CapCut. Okay, so we're here at CapCut. Just go ahead and give it a file name, and we'll bring in that little mini movie that we just made. Okay, and then we'll give that a moment to proxy. It shouldn't take long, it's pretty short. And you can just hit the plus sign to put it down into the timeline. You can make multiple covers by just clicking here, and then it'll make a cover image of any part of the clip. Alright, so now he's in there and it's proxied, so now I can go full screen and I can play. And it'll not be the full resolution until it actually exports out of CapCut. You can see the full resolution when you pause the mouse. Otherwise it plays at a lower resolution. Okay. Alright. So now all we have to do is add any kind of text that we want to it, and we're rock and roll. A couple different options would be to do the titling in Cartoon Animator, and then any high zooms that I might want to do, then I should go back to Cartoon Animator and export a clip. But if I'm just going to do something casual without a lot of super zoom in, I can come in still and do that with CapCut, and it's a lot faster and easier. So I'm going to just do a little bit of that. You highlight the clip and then it opens up this box to be able to make changes. And so pretty much this is a lot like Cartoon Animator with keyframes. You add a keyframe, and right now I'm at 100%, meaning the video is at original size. And you can see there I click this button up here and down goes the keyframe. That's the start. And same thing, I can come in and scale now the zoom, move the scene around. Just have to stay within the black. But you can see that you start to lose a little bit of that clarity, even though this is only in a playback quality is high, but it's still not playing it as high as it will be. Okay, so when you do moving like that, unlike Cartoon Animator, you're still only working with the size of your video. Okay, so in this section I fumble around a bit, but I basically set a keyframe and then I would scroll the way I wanted to go, but because I didn't mark the position, when I would move the frame around, it would give me weird results. So I eventually, towards the end of this, realized that I needed to select the position as you just saw, and then when I scroll, it will just start the scroll from where I wanted it to. Okay, so you've seen this, and then I wanted to show you adding a title, and then we'll go back to Cartoon Animator and we'll do some of the similar stuff in Cartoon Animator, and you can see how good the quality is when the zooming is done there instead of here. You just want to do little tweaks here, because you're basically bringing a MP4 clip into this, and then from there uh, it can be pixelated as it gets bigger in size, just like any picture. Where in Cartoon Animator, it's scaling, everything's scaling, so as you zoom in, the quality is almost lossless. Okay, so let's just add a quick title here. Just go to text, and we'll just go for default for right now. Let me throw something in. Sorry. Okay, and then yeah, so all I do is click on the clip, and then over on the right, I can type the text that I want and set the font or the color of the font, and then just move the clip down the timeline where I want it and play it and see if that's where I need it to be. Okay, and then these texts, just like anything, you can fade in, fade out, or do something special. And you can have different colored text. And I spend a minute or two just going through these different fonts and checking them out and finding just the right one for me. The ones that have a little heart sign on it are the pro version, so you're paying 20 bucks a month for that. Otherwise, the ones that don't have it are the free. And that's a cool thing about CapCut. Absolutely everything works without watermarks, but a lot of the features are pro features, and if you want to use any of them, then you have to have a pro subscription. So that's how that works, but they're real generous with the free version, so you get to use this until you fall in love with it and finally find something that you want to buy. So that's pretty good. All right, here we momentarily find a decent font, and then we'll add some animation to it. Okay. All right, so let's say we wanted to do the typewriter. So we just go ahead and I guess double click it. Or no, you don't even have to do that. I'm sorry. It puts in a little marker here. So if I zoom in a little bit on this clip, you can see the little marker there a little easier. And that's it typing it in. Okay, so let's say we want to change the duration. All you do is right down here, it says duration. You can be pretty accurate with the slider. Now it's going to take a second to come in. Here I can take 3 whole seconds to type. Okay, so that's that. And let's see, there's also, all these different things that you can do. Let's look at one of the premium ones so you can see how cool they can be. I'm going to start the clip at the beginning, sorry. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, so this again, throwing it out slower. The duration at 1.3. That looks pretty cool. Distracts you a little bit. All right, did you get to see a little bit before you get distracted? So let's say you want to get, excuse me, the timing just right for that. You've already seen the scene and coming in. And again, let's say that I don't have a lot of time for the scene. I just want to have a short clip out of it. Super simple. Now I've made the clip shorter. And if you click outside of the frame, you can get rid of that border that's just telling you that the clip is highlighted. But the preview isn't as good. So, and then here I'll just hit the space bar, and that's what I'm doing here. Okay, and don't forget, because we shortened the clip, it doesn't move that. So let's watch that again. Okay, all right, let's do now, we'll take this clip and we'll change the speed of it to twice as fast, and we'll move the animation and take a look. Okay, so I'm going to go with that timing instead. And then let's go and talk about something different now. Let's click on the clip. You need to always click on what you want to work on, and then you'll see everything over here change for all the settings for this clip now. And so I'm going to click on mask, and let's just do a basic mask. We'll hit the rectangle, and let's see, we need to add it first, and then we're on rectangle. And then all you do with this is grab the handles, see if I can get it to where you can really see it work here. Okay, let's say I wanted to mask this thing off like this. Any piece of the video, then that's what we'll export then. Okay, but what I'm going to go for is I'm going to center it, bring it right on down in, and then we'll bring it and snap it. Make it a little tighter. Okay, this will be a banner on my website, so let's take a look here. Sorry about the thing there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is export it and see if we get just this size video now. These will just take seconds because, okay, so, and then let's we'll just do John and B. And so now that I've done that, I have the original work in the one that I just copied. I can go ahead and get rid of the clips that I don't need in here now. Okay. Now I'm just highlighting it and hitting delete. You remember the titling. It's already in here. So now I have just the movie I want, and I have my cover art, which you can see. Okay. And so now we're just going to go ahead and export, like I was telling you. John and B. So let's open the cover real quick, just see what we got. The 1920 by 1080 picture. Should be pretty nice. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so 100%, see what it looks like. Cool enough. I can use that as a banner image now in my website, just like I could with any of the B pictures that, just for fun, these are the pictures I took yesterday. So that's enough of that. Let's take a look at our video. Okay. All right. So there's the little intro movie or banner movie that I can use to advertise, or just use it for a little post or something like that. So be sure to check that out. And come on back. We're going to be working on some really cool things here as we review some of our past lessons and the things that we've learned this year. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. See you again soon.